After Dark, a Thomas Shelby story. The house felt too big at night. During the day, there were so many comings and goings. His family, his staff, members of the Peaky Blinders gang, Johnny Dogs and his crew. There was never silence or stillness, and that was how Thomas liked it. But when everyone had left or gone to sleep in one of his many rooms, the mansion felt overwhelming. Though he had mostly forgotten about France, the numerous dark corners and corridors still loomed with the threat of German and Italian ghosts. Not to mention all of the enemies he had amassed since returning. Every flicker of movement could be one of them waiting in ambush. Worst of all were the whispers of wind that he swore were Grace's voice, speaking to him from the beyond. One day, he thought to himself, I'm going to blow this whole fucking thing up. He imagined doing it, watching the house explode and crumble within itself. The thought gave him pleasure. Grace had loved the house, and so he had too. Now all it brought was pain, reminders of her in every room. The bed where they had made love, the table they had sat and ate at, the study where Charlie had first started crawling as his mother laughed. Thomas was sick of all of it. Unfortunately, it was well placed, just outside of Birmingham and close to the road to London. If it wasn't for that, and the fact that he knew Charlie liked it here, he'd have blown it up already. The truth was, he missed Small Heath. As exciting as the idea of living in a house so big it was impossible to fill had been, there was such a thing as too much space. At least there was for a man who had grown up as he had, squashed into a tiny house with numerous relatives. A man learned how to make the most of his surroundings that way. In this monstrosity which he now resided, most of the furniture and ornaments were there just because. And Thomas was not a just because man.